Hey everybody, my name is Jeffrey Zimmerly. I'm one of the co-directors here at the State Fair Sheep Barn.
And I'm Pat Myers. I'm the other co-director here at the Sheep Barn at the State Fair. We just wanted to introduce ourselves to you and let you know that we're looking forward to the State Fair. We're excited that all of you have made entries, whether you're a market lamb exhibitor or breeding sheep exhibitor. We're standing outside of the Sheep Barn. So we're going to try to do a little tutorial so it'll help you, especially if you're new coming to the fair, to know what to do when you arrive. So you will be coming in the gate over here, and then right here at the end of the barn is where you're going to identify where you're at, and then hold still here a minute. We're going to go to the next spot and tell you what to do next.
So when you arrive on the fair grounds, you're going to want to check in with us in the office and make sure you find out where your pens are. When you do figure that out, you're going to come around the side of the building between the sheep barn and the commercial building. This entrance right here is one of the ways you can get into the barn. You can pull through and unload there, or then we'll take you to the next stop if you're penned on the other end of the barn. So we're standing now in the east entrance, which is another way for you to enter the barn, down that way. One other option we would have is for you to pull down through the end of the barn on the far east end toward the midway, and you can also unload down there. So we also want to remind our market lamb exhibitors that you're required to fill out a drug use notification form. Those are available online. You can look on the State Fair website and get those. They must be completed by 9 p.m. Monday evening when you arrive. Otherwise, you will not be able to show. So that's for market lambs, drug use notification forms.
Okay, so now we're in front of the Sheep Barn office. So this is one of the doors for the open office, and we have a second open office door, and then the junior office is right beside us. For the market lamb exhibitors, when you arrive, the pinning chart's going to be on this wall right here. So you're welcome to have a look and see if you find your pins, and if not, please feel free to come in and talk to us. Make sure we want you to feel welcome. We want you to make sure you understand where your pins are on the pinning chart. As a reminder for the market lamb exhibitors, you need to arrive before sheep on Monday, and you need to have the sheep in the barn by 8 p.m., but then we will be checking you in from 1 o'clock until 9 o'clock. So again, a little difference on those times, so make sure you're reading your fair book and paying attention. Please note too, you don't have to wait until 9 o'clock to check in. We'd love to see you sooner, so go ahead and come on up and get checked in, get your passes. You will get your junior fair passes at that time. If you did buy additional passes, such as parking passes, golf cart passes, adult passes, whatever, those will have to be picked up. I think that's going to be at gate 9, but that will be in your exhibit letter when you get to the State Fair. So again, you're going to watch for that. So many little details, but again, this is the office. There will be additional signage and everything. We're just a little bit early for that right now. For those of you with breeding sheep entries, you'll still come to the office. You'll get the pinning chart will not be on the wall. It will be inside. We'll have a different pinning chart for first session and second session. Whenever you're here during the fair, you can come in and sign up for your pins. We'll make sure that we help you with that. It's not pre-assigned, but we will help you assign them when you arrive. We want to remind you that the first session breeding sheep will arrive on Friday, July 25th, and the second session will be the following Wednesday, July 30th. So again, if you have junior fair passes to pick up, you'll get those at check-in. If you bought additional passes, parking passes, the exhibitor letter that you'll receive in the mail will tell you where you're supposed to pick those up, and again, we'll have information and we'll help you with that. The Sheep Barn has a lot to offer, not just for our exhibitors, but we have for the general public. We want to invite you to stop by the Sheep Barn, and if you want to see the granddaddy of them all, on Wednesday night after our Market Lamb show, we'll have the Market Lamb Grand Drive. We will roll out the red carpet. We will see these champions of each breed, and for the selection of our Grand and Reserve Champion top sheep overall. So that's spectacular for the kids, and we'd certainly like to have a big crowd for that. Also, not to take away from the breeding sheep, we do a grand drive for them as well. So that will be after the second session, but all of the champions from first and second session are invited to participate. Again, roll out the red carpet. These kids have worked hard. So please come back and join us for those events. Other things we do in the sheep barn, educational displays. We'll have the Grimshaw display during the breeding sheep sessions, and that is where we'll have a multitude of different breeds of sheep in pens over here all together, and you'll see their information about them and what their characteristics are. We'll have shearing demonstrations daily. We will have our spinners and weavers here over in the wool room. We will have, this year we're adding a kids zone, so we'll have some things for the younger kids to participate in while they're here hanging out with the older siblings as they show their livestock. So again, we have a lot of things going on in the sheep barn, and we certainly want to invite not only exhibitors and their families, but the general public to stop by and enjoy some time with us here in the sheep barn.